Nothing like the dawn of rock and roll. In today's episode from MusicGeology, we're digging deep into the story of a song that holds a special place in music history because it's often cited as the first rock and roll record. This is not to be confused with the first song titled Rock and Roll. That was performed decades earlier on April 25th of 1881 by a comedian. So let's go back now to March of 1951 to the bustling Memphis recording service, later renamed to Sun Studio, founded by Sam Phillips in Memphis, Tennessee, where a track is about to be recorded that will forever change the musical landscape. Credited to Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats, the music was mostly recorded by Ike Turner, yes, the infamous Ike Turner, and his Kings of Rhythm backup band. Pictured here, you can see Jackie Brenston, who played saxophone as a member of the band, but he also sang the lead vocal on this very track we're speaking of. This historic song celebrated a popular car at the time, the Oldsmobile Rocket 88, with its energetic lyrics and sexual innuendos, such as, "Everybody likes my Rocket 88. Baby, we'll ride in style." One thing's for sure, there's nothing more rock and roll than a combination of high energy and sex. However, it is important to note that Jackie Brenston later said the song was not particularly original. He once stated they had simply borrowed from another jump blues about an automobile, Jimmy Liggins' Cadillac Boogie.
I'll joy jumping Cadillacs on time. It's the Cadillac Boogie, boogie woogie rolling along.
That tune from Jimmy Liggins happened to be released approximately 3 years earlier in February of 1948. Even though Ike Turner can take credit for playing piano and having his band on the record we're speaking of, the vocals were indeed Jackie Brenston singing to a lively blend of rhythm and blues with a raucous, distorted sound that was way ahead of its time. In fact, legend has it on their way to the recording studio, guitarist Willie Cazart's amplifier was damaged, and in an attempt to fix it, newspapers were rolled up and stuffed inside to keep the speaker cone in place. This makeshift repair created a distorted sound that producer Sam Phillips embraced, resulting in a raw, electrifying tone that became a signature of early rock and roll. Soaring to number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart, it was not just a song, it was a harbinger of a new era, illustrated by its lasting impact on musicians like Little Richard, who drew inspiration from its piano intro for his own hit, Good Golly, Miss Molly. Time magazine quotes the New Rolling Stone Encyclopedia of Rock and Roll and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as confirming that this song may well have been the first rock and roll record. Recorded and released in March of 1951, the song Rocket 88 by Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats is credited as the first known record that signaled the dawn of a new musical style called rock and roll. Now let's take a listen to a few highlights from this track that shaped the very essence of rock and roll. Here's Rocket 88 from Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats.
You women have heard of jalopies, you've heard the noise they make, but let me introduce my new Rocket 88. Blow your horn, Raymond, blow!
Now that's what we call a sonic gem.